Are you tired of trying to crack the code of attraction? Wondering if there's a secret formula to make a woman fall head over heels for you? Well, let us tell you, friend, it's not as simple as it seems. Sure, physical appearance can catch someone's eye, but there's so much more to building a connection than just looking good. But before you start sweating bullets about making the perfect first impression, remember that true chemistry takes time to develop. So if you want to win over that special lady, approach her with respect, kindness, and genuine interest. No need to go overboard with the attention either. A patient and relaxed approach can often be the key to building attraction that lasts. Ready to step up your game? Let's dive in these ultimate tricks to make any woman chase you. Number 7. Build a mysterious aura around you. First things first, the key to building attraction is all about keeping them guessing. Consider it like a game of poker. You don't want to show all your cards at once. Instead, hold back some information and keep the mystery alive. Trust us, this isn't about being dishonest or hiding your true self. It's about pacing yourself and waiting for the right moment to reveal those juicy details about your life. Think of it like a tantalizing book. You don't want to give away the ending in the first chapter. By holding back and creating intrigue, you'll have her flipping through the pages, dying to know more about you. Plus, it's an excellent opportunity for some playful banter and flirty conversation. But don't worry, you don't have to be a mastermind to pull this off. Just take it slow and steady, and don't spill your guts all at once. Share some stories, but leave a little mystery hanging in the air. Just like a delicious appetizer, leaving her hungry for more. So the next time you're on a date or chatting with a lady, remember to hold back a little and keep her guessing. You'll be amazed at how quickly she becomes intrigued by the enigma that is you. Number 6. Surprise her when she is least expecting it. It's a simple trick. All you have to do is just to keep her guessing about your intentions and actions without making her feel like she's in a game of Where's Waldo with no end in sight. Mix things up a bit, switch up your approach, and surprise her with unexpected moves. For example, if you usually send her a good morning text, try shooting her a good night text instead. Or show up with a thoughtful gesture out of the blue when she least expects it. These small tweaks can keep her on her toes and curious about what's next on the menu. But be careful not to overdo it and leave her feeling like she's stuck in a carnival's hall of mirrors. Confusing her to the point where she's not sure how you feel or what you want will only drive her away. So be strategic and keep her guessing in a way that still fits your overall approach. Remember, the goal is to create a sense of excitement and anticipation, not chaos and confusion. You want her to be intrigued by you, not wondering if she needs to call a psychic hotline to figure out what you're thinking. If you play your cards right, keeping her guessing can be a fun and effective way to make her chase you and invest more in the relationship. Be the enigmatic charmer that you are, and keep her on her toes like a salsa dance. Number 5. Don't brag about yourself. If you want to attract high-quality women, then you need to put a cork in it when it comes to bragging about yourself. You might think you're impressing them with your flashy cars and impressive job titles, but in reality, you're just coming off as insecure and needy. Think about it. When was the last time you were drawn to someone who couldn't stop talking about themselves? It's like trying to watch a movie with a loud, obnoxious person next to you who won't stop yammering about their own life. Instead, focus on getting to know the girl you're interested in. Show genuine interest in her and what makes her unique. Maybe she's a sushi fanatic or has a secret passion for knitting scarves for her cat. You won't know unless you ask and show a real interest in her. And hey, if you're really struggling to think of things to talk about that aren't yourself, try this trick. Imagine you're a detective and your mission is to uncover all the fascinating things about her. It'll give you a fun, playful mindset and help you come up with interesting questions to ask. Remember, less bragging about yourself, more curiosity about her. That's the recipe for attracting the kind of woman who's worth bragging about to your buddies. Number 4. Be confident in yourself. It's time to step up your game and stand out from the crowd. But how can you do that, you ask? Well, it's all about being fearless and doing things that make you stand out. In a good way, of course. Take a cue from Indiana Jones and go on a daring adventure to win her heart. Don't be afraid to approach a woman with confidence, strike up a conversation, and show her what makes you unique. Another way to be unforgettable is to take the lead in social situations. Don't be the wallflower who blends in with the background. Be the life of the party. Crack some jokes, show off your dance moves, or take the mic and belt out your favorite karaoke tune. Trust us, the ladies will take notice. Now, we're not saying to be overly aggressive or pushy. That's a surefire way to turn her off. But by being confident in yourself and your abilities, you'll radiate a certain magnetism that's hard to resist. Think of it like a superhero who's always ready to save the day. Except you're saving her from a boring night out. After all, confidence is the ultimate superpower, and the ladies love a man who knows what he wants and goes after it with gusto. Number 3. Subtle touches. When amping up the attraction with your lady love, don't underestimate the power of touch. Just like a master chef adds a pinch of salt to elevate the flavor, a subtle touch can add a dose of intimacy and connection to your interactions. But hold your horses, fellas. First, make sure you're respecting her boundaries and comfort level. If she seems receptive to physical contact, start with small, appropriate touches, like a light tap on the arm or a gentle hand on the small of her back. If she's not feeling it or seems hesitant, give her space and wait for her to initiate any physical contact. Remember, timing is everything. You don't want to come across as a creep or a handsy octopus. Pay attention to her body language and cues to gauge her level of comfort. If she's leaning in, smiling, and seems at ease, then you're on the right track. But if she's recoiling or giving you the stink eye, then back off and try a different approach. Using subtle touches can be a great way to make a woman chase you, but it's crucial to do it with confidence and respect. Show genuine interest in her as a person, and let your touch convey your affection and attraction. All you need to do now is sprinkle some touch into your interactions and watch the sparks fly. Just remember to keep it appropriate, respectful, and in line with her comfort level. After all, the last thing you want is to come across like a grabby Uncle Fester. Number 2. Don't be desperate. There is no formula but this. Set boundaries and stick to them. Don't always be available when she wants to hang out. Maybe you're busy crushing it at the gym or hanging with your bros. It's important to show her that you're a high-value man with a lot going on. Remember, don't do this in a manipulative or malicious way. You don't want to be the bad guy in her rom-com movie. Be respectful and considerate of her feelings, while also maintaining your independence. If you strike the right balance, she'll be more invested in the relationship and work harder to get your attention. It's like the old saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. But don't be too absent, or the heart might grow fonder of someone else. You don't want them to think you're playing hard to get just for the sake of it. Instead, make sure your unavailability is genuine and not just a ploy to manipulate them into liking you more. So be the cool cat, set boundaries, and show her that you're a confident and self-assured man with a lot to offer. Just don't forget to be genuine and true to yourself in the process. Number 1. Lead, don't follow. Now let us ask you a question. Do you want to be the kind of guy who's sitting in the back seat of life, waiting for things to happen? Or do you want to be the kind of guy who's driving the car, taking the lead, and making things happen? You see, women are naturally drawn to leaders. And no, we're not talking about the dictatorial kind of leader who's bossy and controlling. We're talking about the kind of leader who knows what he wants, takes initiative, and makes things happen. The kind of leader who's confident, assertive, and doesn't shy away from making tough decisions. Believe us, when a woman sees you taking the lead, she'll see you as high status. And let's face it, who doesn't want to be with a high status guy? It's like being with the captain of the football team, only better. To know more about attraction and high-value men, click our next video. Happy hunting!